Dietitians, if your applications are stuck, delayed, or denied with the insurance companies, it's probably not what you think. The silent culprit, CAQH. Most dietitians don't even realize it. So CAQH, I've heard it called so many things. CAC, I don't even know. Like I said, sometimes people will be referencing it and I have no idea what they're talking about. And then I put two and two together. So CAQH is basically the master application that insurance companies stock before deciding whether or not they're going to credential you. If you miss one document, if you forget to attest, if you enter the wrong date, your whole credentialing contract can come to a screeching halt. No CAQH, no contracts, and no payments. A lot of times when we do this, it will be silent for months, and the reality will be, unfortunately, it is our responsibility. So in this video, I'm going to break it down exactly what you need to put in your CAQH profile, the biggest mistakes I see you guys making, and then how to maintain your credentialing so it actually moves forward. By the end of this video, you guys will know why CAQH is not optional. It's actually the very foundation for every in-network insurance company for your private practice. So if you've ever felt frustrated by insurance applications or essentially wondered why it takes forever to get your contracts finalized, this video will hopefully save you guys time, money, and a shit ton of headache. So stick around. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to make CAQH work for you. For those of you guys don't know me, I'm Amy Plano. I'm the reimbursement dietitian and I help dietitians and CNSs get credentialed, build a shit out of insurance, and make the money they deserve. And today we are talking about CAQH. CAQH stands for the Council for Affordable Quality Healthcare. But for dietitians, it's basically the master application for insurance companies to stock before they even consider contracting with you. So here's why it's a big deal, okay? All major commercial insurance companies, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, Cigna, and UHC, will not even look at your credentialing application unless your CAQH is active and current. If you skip it, delay it, or fill it out sloppily, which a lot of you guys do, your applications will stall. And if you think your profile is one and done, nope. CAQH requires attestation every 120 days or the insurances won't use it. This is the part most dietitians mess up. So let's talk about what goes into CAQH as well as the mistakes to avoid. I always tell my coaching clients, CAQH is not meant to trip you up. It is not trick questions. So if the question asks you, are you a Medicare provider? And you are not, but you want to be, the answer in the CAQH is no. So your CAQH is going to include your NPIs. I highly recommend both getting a 1 and a 2. Licensure information, education, super important. Where you did your internship, your work history, if any. Practice locations, also super important. As somebody who also runs a credentialing agency, a lot of times when we go to do your applications, I notice you never even added your practice location if you're working for somebody else. Malpractice insurance, W-9, tax info. So, and then disclosure questions. Each CAQH application is based on your state. And so the disclosure questions are going to be state specific. The two mistakes I see you guys making, understandably so, is rushing through it, first of all. So you might have the wrong dates, you're missing documents, there's a mismatch with your NPI. Those are the main things. Practice locations being fucked up, not having a type 2 NPI when you really should. So rushing, I always say sit down first thing in the morning, big ass cup of coffee and attack that and attack it like a beast. The second one is filling it out and forgetting about it, right? Remember, you have to attest it every 120 days. And in my personal experience, as somebody who is credentialed with the insurance companies, if it is not current, accurate, and reflects all of the things contemporary, the insurance companies can DC your application, right? They're looking to CAQH to make sure your shit is accurate. So here's the thing, right? Insurance companies are not going to fix CAQH for you. And a lot of times they just stop processing your application, right? They assume you've done the shit you needed to do. And if you have not done it, sometimes they won't even tell you that you're missing shit in CAQH. So here's some pro tips on how to approach CAQH and fix some of the major problems, right? Set a reminder, right? You should get an email from CAQH every 120 days to reattest. But personally, I put it on my calendar in my phone just to remind myself. Because ultimately, if the insurances drop me because I did not attest in CAQH, while it may not really, it's my fault and my problem, right? It's not CAQH's problem for not reminding me. Number two, triple check the fuck out of your information, right? Make sure your dates, your licenses, your practice locations are all accurate and current. Malpractice insurance, current. Licenses in the states where you're credentialing, current, right? So one mismatch can mean months longs of delays, and we do not want that. Okay. Make sure everything is in there, right? So upload everything at once. So like I said, the documents, like you may need to print stuff out and do a wet signature, which just means like a normal signature with a pen. Your disclosure statements, like I said, liability insurance. Make sure all of the documents that are necessary are there. And then you really want to you want to give CAQH some love, right? Every downstream step, credentialing, contracting, getting paid, depends on this little thing being correct. So it sounds tedious, it's really not, right? But that's exactly why credentialing plus reimbursement support actually exists. So here's the bottom line, right? CAQH is not optional. It's going to be the backbone of all of your credentialing applications aside from Medicare. So if you ignore it, which a lot of you guys do, your applications may stall. Your income may stall, which I hate, and your private practice will grow at a toenail's pace. So if you want more tips to make insurance actually work for your practice, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below if you've ever gotten stuck on CAQH. I want to hear your horror stories so we can fix them together. I record videos just like this every single week on topics I see you guys struggling with. So once again, if you like this content, or even more importantly, if you know somebody who fucked up their CAQH application, send them this video so we can always pay it forward, because I know for me, the products and services I create for you guys are the ones I wish I had when I was first starting out.